Oh, mama dead. She can get this kid. Ass so fat. She know that she the shit. Oh, mama dead. She can get this kid. Ass so fat. She know that she the shit. Oh, Kimo Sabe. The ballin' is my hobby. 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 Oh, mama dead. She know that she the shit. Ass in ride. I know that pussy hit. Cash money in this bitch. Number one stunner. Fly young boy. Fucking niggas, baby. Oh, Kimo Sabe. Big ballin' is my hobby. Get me up, started. I'm serving everybody. My niggas kamikaze. Down the kitchen body. Baby, deep up in your party. Yo, my niggas get my talk. Bitch, I'm from the ride. My old city gang. That chopper black and ugly. I call it chopper right. Oh, mama, shake that ass. That money gon' come. Big ballin' is my hobby. Throwing tunes out. Oh, mama dead. She gon' get this kid. Ass so bad. She know that she the shit. She can get this kid. Ass so fat. She know that she the shit. The ballin' is my hobby. The ballin' is call my phone straight from Mexico. Pull up in that phone, they like, there he go. Don't bring your bitch around, cause we too late. If we leave about the club, then she gon' do it. Got spot rockin', I know run through whole set. Talking, yeah, yo, try to turn dope money into show money, get more money, they know. Hector call my phone straight from Mexico. Hector call my phone straight from Mexico. I got plenty money, I got plenty pay. I bust a kilo down on the dinner table. I brought the streets a lot, that came with plenty hate. So I keep the FFX with the red laser. Nino had the card, I had the trap jump. Just clear the 100,000, now we got something. Mention my name, know you talking about it dumb. Get some weed to call, for the fall. I'm hungry by my chicken, whip it. Let's get it. Through the line of skirmish, so it's dimmer. We up in jail, we up. All this cold bottles, club clothes. Have to call my phone straight from Mexico. Pull up in that phone, they like, there we go. Don't bring your bitch around, cause we too late. We leave out the club, it's not the
on the block, keep the same rhythm in it. The stuff on my crop, flow in the veins. Talking, but I got my props. That's on the thing. They say God is how you feeling about it. Fuck you, nigga. I'm a boss, I'm picking up the box. Focus on the beat, make it focus on my mouth. But do that shit for real, I'm in the house. Once they get the talking, when they eat the night too often. You know how that shit goes. They ask me how I do that. With me, bitch, you a best. Let me get that right man. Should have to be always looking for attention, do the most for a good information.
I was on the west side with the men. From home, couple hundred in my ex. Not a room crash, but my rent was mad. 42-pound bag on my back on the mission. I'm going back yet. Got a job as a clown working in 100-house low. Still waiting on that last check. Still bucking town for my chucks up to my old state. Fighting on the dome since I last check. Getting out, brother sitting on my left. Yeah, I'm looking for a name. All the proof like I had next. Too long. Hey. Let's get it going. No sex, this is all money. Get it bought from me, sonny. This is all money. No sex, this is all money.
Fuck you with my diamonds on. Fuck you with my diamonds on. Is that boy Jones? Yeah. I remember waking up just hoping that I went out and there ain't no way to me back. I was glad, trying to feed it family now. Now I have to walk, let me spin. When they call, I just spin through the wall. I know a thing or two about going through it. Hope this part was making sure nobody knew it. Little love is all pictures empty, what a bummer. Everybody know it, trying to see who Robin Gibbon. I was DB when you see me, I was on a mission. I love the smoke, so it hurt me when I had to flip it. I just win it, I ain't care about being no admission. Steady trying to get the ring in, I get from a stitch. Many people left my side when I needed a six. Now my name ringing bells like I got it in six. When I pull up 9 days, you can tell I've been hitting. I be trusting this, but this is a trust to be different. I remember we were shopping off the clearest racks. Now I'm waiting for my bank account to clear the racks. So I can go up in whatever skill I clear the racks. Clear as day, I bounce back with many things. Count on that. I remember going, but not going back. I remember waking up just hoping that I went out and there ain't no way to me back. I was glad, trying to feed it family. Yeah, let me spin when they call. I just spin through the wall.
This is Marie. No longer giving life to the oppressors. I'm the wild and reckless. My mental all the day, just like a Uzi. Been up with therefore it's got me cross country running rabbit in my next life. No one teach me next right. I'm duplicating souls, bars like the low. I did it. I'm ordering off with a box of benefit. Homie, it's not the diamond, there's no need. It's that old OC. One time for the intro.
It's time we rise above doubt already. Good job, now they back to counting me out already. It's time we rise above doubt already. They counting me out already. It's time we rise above doubt already. Good job, now they back to counting me out already. Numbers never for greatness. People about to witness. Respect people in churches. And that was back to business. See, I'm rocking the culture. It's like a verb. If they close the door without pitch, lyrical, watch the curve shift. See, I've been working while they sleeping on the third shift. Emerge, cannibal with syllable, flammable words, bitch. Surf with, food for thought, plus skeleton. Raw melon, hard body, intelligent, hella melanin. Never settling for that whackness, they let the peddling. Came from when they let that mumble rap settle in. Now it's a rebellion. Put over my purge list. Check my credentials, it's essential that I'm intentional. Presence not coincidental. You know where the instrumental back window. Hold the back, single flip, wordsmith. Hold up, but they said Soulja ain't got it. You hold up, but they said Soulja ain't got it. You hold up, but they said Soulja ain't got it. You hold up, but they said Soulja ain't got it. You hold up, but they said Soulja ain't got it. You hold up, but they said Soulja ain't got it. You hold up, but they said Soulja ain't got it. You hold up, but they said Soulja ain't got it. You hold up, but they said Soulja ain't Soulja.
Off the music, evening. Trying to scare away. The perfect time. It's gonna please me away. Please don't blow my head. 'Cause I love you, I can't deny it. You really turn me on. And I feel so alive. The way you walk, the way you talk, I can't wait to get this. You really turn me on. Oh, you turn me on. Oh, it's on the promises. I can't hustle. Don't feel really turn me on. Should be please don't blow my head. Listen up, my hair will fly. Makeup to the perfume smell. Don't take it the time because I really don't want to be the blame for being home. Please don't blow my heart, baby. I like the positive vibes you send me. I know I'm really picky, but most guys fail trying to get freaky so quickly. The way you walk, the way you talk, I can't wait to get next to you. Oh, you really turn me on. Oh, you turn me on. The day has come, the time is in. I'm talking love, so please don't quit. Oh, you really turn me on. Shooby-dooby-doo-doo-doo day. Please don't blow my head. Ready for some fun with you tonight, baby. It can't go wrong, oh, it's alright. And I feel good to give you a try. Come on. Come on. Please don't blow my high.
It's definitely going to be a lit situation, so he might pull up later on. So we got that. So yeah, Tiffany, you're right. We got a lot going on, but it's all fun. It's all gravy. Plus, we got well, I don't know. Maybe we won't do it today. I was gonna say we got the new segment. What's local? Might bring that out. It's just really just a highlight of what's going on the weekend, what we think you should come and pull up on, you know, to help support the city and all that good stuff. So yeah. Tips Tate, is that what the Tips Tate was? The TSA joints?
It's kind of just a mix of news today. I want to say I wouldn't even call it wins and fails because there's too many fails going on. But and you know how you feel about that. Me doing fail after fail after fail.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just some, I think more so some trending topics today. One of the dopest things I did see was they have a Black doctor couple that has been who has just produced the first bottled water, Black owned bottled water, and they are starting to sell those in Walmart. So I'm excited to find out. I will get right on that for you.
Black bottled water by
Black owned. Yes.
Bottled water.
Yes.
I like that. Yeah, that is dope. Definitely get more information on that, man. That'll be lit. And then you said the homie Xavion got a new track too. I need to pull up.
He does.
Okay. Yeah.
He does. He hit me with that just last night. So I got that, queued it up, put it on the page. Let him know we appreciate all that love. And we will see him hopefully on Sunday.
Right. So Katie, while I'm pulling up the next track and everything, what just you know, I know you put up, definitely appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. You know what I mean? But I want, you know, since you're here, you can't just sit here and not say anything. So, you know, just tell, you know, what do you just tell everybody what it is you're doing right now musically,
you know, I know we talked a little bit earlier about, you know, the videos and stuff like that. So if you just want to elaborate, that'll be dope.
I'm rapping, I'm singing, I'm writing, I'm featuring, I'm all around the city. But right now I'm just trying to give everybody a lot more visuals, more than songs, because I see that Columbus likes visuals. They want to see you do your thing. So definitely trying to link up and connect with everybody in the city before I go back to Atlanta for a little bit and get some music. So when I go, I have some material and some other artists too from the city, so we can blow as a city together.
That's always the goal. And we talked about that too, just kind of how, you know, you were explaining how you were kind of just as disappointed as I am about how it's kind of rough to get people to collab with each other and all of that stuff. You know, have you collabed with anybody thus far in your career? You have? Like who? Black Reese. Okay.
Collab with him. A rapper D Savage collab with him. Okay. Cuban. Yeah. Tommy. I've done a lot of collabs.
Word. Okay.
Man. Yeah, I've done a lot of.
Tommy who?
Tommy, he's dark skinned. Tommy Winston.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay. He's got a couple rap names though.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, he's got a couple.
Okay. Yeah.
I really like.
One of the joints, you get another name and be like, oh yeah, I know who that is. You know, I mean, that's cool. Yeah. What? Did you get a chance to go to Comfest?
No, I didn't go.
You didn't get a chance to go. Have you been before?
Yeah, I've been. I used to go.
I'm really like inspired by.
They had a lot of featured art, a lot of artists, like hip hop artists.
I heard that they had a lot of people up there performing this year.
Yeah. So yeah, no doubt. So okay, you hanging with us, right? You going anywhere?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
All right, cool. So we got the homie, it's Dog pulling up in a little bit right now. We're about to get into the big homie, King Joff. With Shit Bag, you already know it's a classic.
It's a favorite.
It's definitely a favorite. When we come back, man, we're gonna keep it rocking. All right, it's Breaking Ground Radio. We here, man, 6 to 8. You know, we got a lot of surprises. We always do. Let's go.
Like what I do for myself and for my hood, like man, like real shit, man. I do this for the hood, like man. I just went to the mall, man. I just bought like $20,000 worth of Air Jordan 12s, man, like all colors, like fuck it. Like, I just gave it to the little kids in the hood, said fuck it, man. I mean, it's important you go to school, like, in the good, man. Like, that's how I feel, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers getting clowned and shit. You don't be looking like rappers. So I just feel I just do that, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm a real stand-up guy, like, you know, I'm real positive role models for my hood, so they'll be rapping.
I cannot remember nights, I cannot remember days, I cannot remember waves, I cannot remember shit, probably won't remember this. It took a lot of work, hey, they just snacking and napping and rapping, now I ain't got a word. Now I can vacay and party and just be a shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Coasters for Molly water. Blue people pupping and polywag. Bougie La Rebone ain't got no ass. She like Versace and Prada bag. Pricey, she draped up in shopping tag. Icy, her land nigga rock the ass. Slipping almost let him knock her ass. Look up like King Dr. got her ass. She need a proper body bag. A chick cost me in her lips crossed, but I'm coming back with a big cock so she can't see me keep her lips open. Hey, and all I do is show on to go on so I can keep this door off. Show on to go on so I can keep this door. Hey, show on to go on so I can keep this door off. And so on and so on. Hey, it took a lot of now. Sleeping cause fools don't know how to rap. Shit back for rappers who try to test. Sources say the scene was quite grotesque. Trying to be king while I crown a jester. That is still kind of the goose feather. You want to be king, but you still a peasant. I taught your wife how to cook a pheasant. Goes out the kitchen, you get the essence. Rolled on my skin when she kissed the necklace. Rapping nowadays ain't no shit perfection. This how they sound if you get the message. Hey, it took a lot of work. Hey, thanks to snacking and napping and rapping. Now I ain't got a word. Now I can vacay and party and just be a shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. It took a lot of work. Hey, thanks to snacking and napping and rapping. Now I ain't got a word. Now I can vacay and party and just be a shit bag. Shit bag. fortunate enough to never give it a fuck. My whole life exposed, living corrupt. Baby showers at the gentleman's club. Smacking booty, throwing Benjamins up. But freak the blacks like the Middleton up. A shit bag at the credit union. Walk in the courtroom, hella zooted. Middle finger to your institution. I said, that could be some draping juice on. Songs tripping, I the camera suit. Go for sure, yeah, crazy cool too. Top for sure, Betty Boop. My life is in the movie. Well, let's get to bloopers. I should write a novel, publish attribution. Bag it, dying, need her as at night. Take her on a flight and leave her in Hawaii. Go and find a little sister as and try. Damn, shit, baggery at its finest. A douchebag because I had to put up with juke bags. And look, it took a lot of work. Hey, just snacking and nothing and rapping. Now I ain't got a word. Now I can make a party and just be a shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. It took a lot of work. They just snacking and napping and rapping. Now I ain't got a word. Now I can make a party and just be a shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. Shit bag. I got the sauce, baby. I got the sauce, baby. I got the sauce, baby. Yeah, I got the sauce, baby. Yeah, I got the sauce. I got the sauce, baby. Yeah. I got the sauce, yeah. I got the sauce, baby. I got the sauce, baby. I got the sauce, yeah. I got the sauce, baby. 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 I got the sauce, baby.
Welcome to my critical mind. Baby. Oh, baby, it's the
love so good, can't let it go. Rapping you this love, no. Have you ever had the one you always need and will forever want? Even off the strongest drugs, that's your antidote. The one that brings love to your mic and knows just how to rock your boat. Someone you will fight with on a regular but bleed for. Equal and guilty with every blame, the one that you will plead for. Love making it impeccable, you buckle to your knees for. The one that pushes you right off the edge and will succeed for. Well, you know I love you, well, you know I love you. Put you on a pedestal because I put no one above you. But you, my heart belongs. The type of love that lives strong. Get wrapped up in these feelings. When you feeling weak, I'm the one you lay on. You, my future and my past, the one that I gotta make last. I'm knocking down your walls so your heart can't take off the mask. I want this all strings attached. You know that I got your back right now. I got you face to face, so good left now. I never laugh. You know I love you. You know I love you. You know I love you. Put you on a pedestal because I put no one above you. Cause I put no one above you. Put you on a pedestal because I put no one above you. Put no one above you. I put no one above you. Put you on a pedestal because I put no one above you. And you know I got your back. Hey, hey, hey. And you know I got your back. Hey, hey. Listen, my critical mind. Listen, my critical mind.
Who's shooting at me? You see they shooting at us.
How could we ever come in peace when we got the police looking at us like we talking practice? Huh? Then y'all want me to believe that the criminal thieves are the only ones y'all coming after? For real. What would happen up in Queens when his shot Sean Bailey never made it to his wedding chapel? And they all walked away clean. When half of our teams getting handcuffed and shackled. For selling a dime, you get time for that. Go to church, kill 9, get a bond for that. You expect me to believe you ain't here? I couldn't breathe. You took down a flag, we supposed to be fine with that. Y'all wonder why we said we hate the popo. All y'all trying to do is put us all in a chokehold. And I guess the day I took flight for having a broken life, you figure my bullet's faster than you slow. Oh, watch this. All lives matter. Put your hand behind your back. All lives matter. All lives matter.
Once again, police beating up on people.
And this in rap music's the reason for violence, the reason for drugs, it's the reason for crime. Well, tell me what's the reason y'all lying? Tell me the real. What happened to Trayvon? I need answers. Since there's no justice, I slammed your head, but there were no concussions. You shot me till I died. I'm so disgusted. Left me on the wet ground for hours for nothing. Turn around, the same thing happened up in further sin. Another young black teen being murdered. Cold blood by the police, body left out on the street. But then you want to put the pressure on Dorian. Man, I had my hands up and I surrendered to you. Right? Wondering if there was anything I could do to prevent you from making an example of me. But you did August 9, 2014.
Michael Brown's body is still in the middle of the street after that 18-year-old was shot by a police officer. It was there for hours, uncovered. We have to warn you that there's a chance that you'll find this audio very disturbing, but we think it's important.
Yeah, that's up, man. They said he had his hands up and everything, man. I don't know. I went out. I just heard the gunshot.
You really just gotta put your mind to it, you feel me? Put your mind to
it. Got the heat, bitch.
Focus. I get it. You can have anything you want. Anything. Watch this. But do you really want it? Yeah, money. Car, what's up, family? What up? Everything. I'm channeling my energy. Man, I swear I'm in my zone. I don't really care what they say to me. What they talking. I'm already too far gone. I'm too far. I feel like the greatest. I feel like they hate it. I'm out of my feelings. Now let's get back to this paper. We just hustle a lot so we can ball like the majors. We in a whole nother league. That petty shit never phases. We working from the bottom. They don't do us no favors. Tried to keep us in the black so we move like some raiders. Sometimes I get so high I get a knock from the neighbors. Now they wanna kick me out. I got all type of haters. Yeah. I go through a lot. It's a lot more waiting on me at the top. All I want is peace. They tried to tear me to pieces and keep a nigga from eating, but fuck that. I'm channeling my energy. Man, I swear I'm in my zone. I don't care what they say to me. What they talking. I'm already too far gone. I'm too far. Tried to break my spirit, won't even break my stride. My family all in the struggle, that's what keep me alive. I got too much shit to do, there's some things I gotta prove. Not for them, but for myself. At this point, how can I lose? I was on the phone the other day and shorty said, you know exactly who you are. Yeah, I'm like, I know, I've been moving kinda slow. Now it's time to let it show, I'm a star. Yeah. See, that's my problem. I just put everything off and do it all tomorrow. But that day never exists. What's a better day than this? Life is dope, now take a hit. Let your mind go on a trip. I'm at this point right now where trip. Can't nothing stop us. Trip. On a whole trip. It's all in your mind. Trip. I'm channeling my energy. Man, I swear I'm in my zone. I don't care what they say to me. What they talking. I'm already too far gone. I'm too far. I'm in my zone. I don't care what they say to me. I'm already too far gone. talking about shit. Yeah.
That was the homie Captino. He gonna holler at us.
Womp
Where you
womp.
at, Cap?
Womp
Holla
womp,
at us,
Cap.
bro.
You're whack. You used to
Waiting on
be
you,
dope,
bro.
but now you're whack.
We saw him at Confest, man, doing what he does best. You know what I mean?
Acting like he still had love for us.
Right.
You know.
Hugs and kisses
You know
and
how that
handshakes.
goes.
And he ain't nowhere to be found, but it's all good, man. We still got Princess KD in the house. You having fun?
Hey, yeah.
All right, cool. That's
In
what's
here
up.
chopping it up.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. Hopefully we got the homie, his dog. She'll be pulling up here soon. And we also have the goddess from St. Louis calling in about 20 minutes. And we might have a surprise if they have time by the homie Anonymous and DJ Spins. Shout out to Fleet DJ Spins, Real Spins. Supposed to be dropping by to talk about the event tomorrow. Tiffany L, what up?
What's up? So, news. So like, yeah, these trending topics. Well, first of all, this is not necessarily what was on the agenda, but I do want to say, you know, I'm so glad that the boys were found in the cave and they got out safely.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
And I don't know
They
if
travel
y'all were watching captively, but I was my kids kept being like, "Are they out yet?" And then when they had first got a few boys out, and then it was like, "But what about the rest?" And like, you know, over the last week or two, as we watched like this plan unfold, I guess what happened was they went in the cave to, they were like on some sort of mission, you know, like, you know, completing tasks and stuff. It was part of like this ritual that, you know, that them on the team and all this, whatever, almost like a Boy Scout mission type thing, almost kind of like that. So then all of a sudden there was a flash flood, nothing you can predict, it just happens. And so they got stuck in there. And then the water was rising so much that they couldn't get out without having to swim through a cave that they didn't know, you know, enough about what was in the water, what was going on. And they've got boys with them, you know, who aren't prepared for any of these things. So I know like them trying to map out how to get to them was crazy. It was like 2 miles of, you know, narrow spaces. It was just really wild. And it was just one of those things like, is this about to be a sad ending to this story? So I'm so glad, you know, and you know, there were some sad moments. Definitely a Navy SEAL did die, you know, trying to get in there and save them, but then they got the rest of the team, and they were able to save everybody else. So they're, you know, in the hospital. A couple of them being treated for pneumonia, but we are definitely glad that they are safe.
Absolutely,
blessings.
Yes, definitely blessings. Yeah, definitely blessings. And kudos and respect to those who did go in there, the Marines or whoever that did go in there to risk their lives as well to go grab them. Because I think I heard they had to swim like 2 miles.
Yeah, and
like 2 full miles.
Like the cave was super narrow too, so they got to slip through and then swim again.
I would have been scared as shit. I ain't gonna lie.
It looked scary. When I seen the video, I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Yeah, I would have panicked myself to death.
And the issue was like that they had to do it within a very small time frame because hurricane rains were like about to be hitting, and the weather was about to be getting, you know, to make it worse. So yeah, it was definitely great that they were able to get them out. Moving on to even crazier news. Okay, so they have this case out in Nevada. Of a guy, Scott Dozier, who was convicted of robbery and murder. Basically, he, you know, I guess the robbery went bad and he killed the guy, but not only just killed him, but like dismembered him. Wow. So there was a couple of these incidences. So he did it not once, but twice. So he, you know, was awaiting the death penalty and he was set to be executed. I believe it was yesterday or a couple days ago, and 11 hours before he was supposed to be injected with these brand new drugs that they're trying. The drug companies actually took it to court because they're saying that the jail got the drugs under the guise of needing them or using them for something else. Like they had them shipped somewhere else and then they went and picked them up versus having them shipped directly to the prison to use them for the executions. And basically the issue is that one of the drugs is fentanyl, which if you are familiar is one of the opioids that has been responsible for a lot of the people having all these drug overdoses and dying. And especially in Ohio, it's like rampant. But anyway, so that was just one of the companies. 3 companies altogether came forward and said that they did not approve for their products to be used in these executions for the simple reason that when they have been, I guess, used in the past, that the inmates were left gasping and snorting for like periods of time before they actually died. So the whole point of execution is that it's supposed to be humane. Right. And now I don't know how we feel about whether we care that it's humane because of the fact of, I mean, what did he do? He robbed somebody, killed somebody, and then, dismantled their body, whatever, dismember their body. But like, it's still like one of the things when it comes down to execution that it's supposed to be humane. And basically, the companies argued that it would be less humane than putting down a pet. So they were like not for it, even though this is ironic. The guy himself actually wanted to die. And he was like, I don't even care if it's painful. Like he said, life in prison isn't a life. There's not much more else to do. There's only so much artwork and exercise a person can do. Like he's just ready. Like he's just done. Right. So, so like it's still, out right now, is still suspended, so he's still like waiting to find out basically what's going to happen now, whether they then decide to just revert back to the normal drugs they use. I don't know what the issue has been since then, but that's what it is right now. So I thought that was crazy interesting. It's funny the things that we care about, and I don't get me wrong, I definitely care. But at the same time, I'm like, of the realm of things that we care about, like whether or not it's super humane, he's a bad guy, right? Right. Like, right, you know what I'm saying? Like he did bad things, right? Like, I don't know how much I care when he did bad things to somebody else and he wasn't worried about whether they were humane at the time either. So Interesting for sure. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't, and I'm glad you were. Why do I feel like I'm not being heard on here? I'm trying to adjust my mic here. Okay, there we go. I think I'm a little better. Oh no, Tiffany, can you put your headphones on real quick? Just make sure you can. I'm in a little trouble over here. Like I hear myself, but I don't know if it's just me hearing myself. Not.
It's okay. I can hear you.
You can. Okay. Dope. Okay. Wow. So yeah. Jeez. Okay. So I don't know if we want to elaborate on that or not. Like I'm close to just saying moving on because people never cease to amaze me. Is my bottom line. Is my point. I mean, that's really
I don't really know where else to go with that other than that's a news story and that's what's going on. And I guess we'll wait to find out like how much further it's gonna go in court. So interesting. Mm-hmm. On some more interesting news, the TSA, the people that basically frisk you at the airport, right. Make sure that you don't have anything suspicious with you or too many lotions. Right. I guess they just recently got there was an appeal. Someone had taken felt like they have been falsely arrested. Basically, they were one of the people who had gotten flagged for extra, what do you say, extra security measures that they needed to be searched. And they reportedly held somebody for 18 hours, which is insane in itself. And to my knowledge, everything I've read from this article, the person was cleared. But so she filed a false arrest for this situation, and the judge on the federal appeals court came back and basically said that the TSA screeners are immune from these claims and the false arrest and all that stuff because they're doing their job. Yep. And it's an unavoidable feature of flying. It is what it is. She just happened to be somebody that was held, and Yeah, that was basically it. Like I found it very surprising that they didn't do anything.
Mhm.
I didn't think necessarily like, you know, they were at the individuals would be in trouble or anything, but I thought it was crazy.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, they're definitely going really far with the whole check-in thing. It's pretty annoying, in my opinion. It really is. And I was kind of tuned out towards the end of it, trying to get this. I'm still trying to get Xavier on song, Tiffany.
I was just kind of wondering with the whole thing, like it would be interesting to know if there was data that showed, you know, how effective their job is at stopping people with guns or knives or poison or whatever from getting on these planes. Because at this point, like, I would think that most people already know what it is.
Yeah, people
like, you know
don't
take
like, stuff to the airport.
You gotta, you can't.
You
like,
know you gotta take a small toothpaste. You know you gotta take a
right.
You gotta stand and have a certain
right.
lotion. People know.
You know you're gonna get searched. You know you gotta take your shoes off.
Yeah.
You know you gotta take all your jewelry and all that. So I almost wonder how serious it is for them to be acting to that degree.
I feel like the electronics are there. They really don't need to. Because I mean, the electronics and the computer do everything for.
And
you.
once once the person is searched, you search. Like,
period.
What else is there to find?
Right. I mean, you take your shoes off, your socks off, your belt off, your hat off. You take everything off. I mean, what else do you want them to do? They can't put nothing under their skin.
They
Yeah,
can.
well,
It's just about, is it that deep? Like, what are you trying to get?
Yeah. I mean, but you know, it costs us more money because, like you were saying earlier, we can only bring a little bottle of soap, or you can't bring conditioner or whatever. So everything that you have at home that you could bring, now you got to leave it at home, go to your next destination, and then buy it again.
Mm-hmm.
And buy a small bottle that you can hope is going to last the duration of your trip, because you can't take it back home.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just come on, man. It's too much. That's too much. It is less. You too many. Well, it's to the point where we are stressing ourselves more than we need to about taking the trip that 9 times out of 10 is supposed to be enjoyable. Even if you're doing a business trip, you don't want to have to worry about those things. You want to worry about getting to your destination, doing what you need to do business wise, and then get back home. So it's wild out. It's definitely wild out. It's Doll did text me at about 20 minutes ago. My phone is dead now. And said he was on his way. So I don't know if he's gotten any closer or not. I might just go out in the hallway and see if he might be knocking on the other door or whatever. But I'm pretty sure I told him the right room number. And even if I didn't, there's the big sign up there that says.
But is the door open?
No, I don't think it does. And even if it is, there's nobody in there. You talking about that door or this one?
The locked door with the code on
in
it.
the front.
Oh, in the front? No, I seen George go out, so today I'm sure he locked it on his way out. But I'll go and reopen it. And in the meantime, my homeboy Austin Brown he's not back. He's got a joint, one of my favorite joint, man. It's called Menage a Trois, but it's a dope joint. It's not what you think, so get your heads out the gutter. But it is a dope joint.
Then why did you smile like that?
Because that's the name of the song. I didn't smile. Now I am. Now I'm smiling.
He busted the smirk.
He's like, my favorite joint, Menage a Trois.
Menage a Trois.
You totally did.
It's not that, but it's Menage a Trois.
But I like it.
Trying to be a gentleman, she wants me back again. Oh, I try so hard. You be a speedball, but I wasn't able. Now it's more painful. Oh, the grass seems green on the other side. And I don't want to see what I have to leave behind. Don't make me choose to be here without you. There's no room to this. You want it, it is. We find that you love.
What did you do? Yeah, you did that. Entered his flash drive.
I got 3 of them down there, but I could have sworn it wasn't on that one. Oh, I can't find it because
Put in a new flash drive. You did it.
Everything been all good. I ain't been stressing. Roll up some woods. Let's have a session. On my way up out the hood. This shit's a blessing. This shit's a blessing. I just been stacking. Everything been all good. I ain't been stressing. Roll up some woods. Let's have a session. On my way up out the hood. This shit's a blessing. This shit's a blessing. I just been stacking. I go. I need silence while I light it. Why she so excited? If I hit you up, there's no need for multiplying. It's gonna be just us. Otherwise, bitch, no surprises. Me and mine gon' bust. Don't believe me, then bitch, try me. We pay heavy. Bully clips, know to stay ready. Turn a bitch nigga to spaghetti. Rather write porn, but if I can't get no belly, I have no problems with the Chevy. Never content. Long as the bitches gon' print, I'm gon' continue to get my bitch the shit. Keep her ass right by my hip. We tend to make many so sick. Pick up your lip. Never catch me on no dick. It's always been the opposite. I can't resist to take a look if she thick. I swear temptation a bitch. They switching it up. Flow don't get no fucks. You bitches can't fuck with us. I'm BBI. Best believe till I die. My bitches get nothing but love. Roll up them drugs. I'm talking nothing but crud. You niggas can't keep the mud. I'm stuck enough. My bitches keep rolling nuts. Swishers, I'm passing it up. Only do leaves. Stuff with some shit that'll reek. That other shit you can just keep. Quit being cheap. How you can't put on no tree, but think you gon' smoke it for free? Dismiss a leech. Tell a hoe pick up your feet. You hoes get nothing from me. It was the beat. That bitch took over me. I ride that bitch to the T. Gotta have rhythm. See, that is the key. Or you can't compete with me. Fuck with them G's. Talking blue sheets when we link. I could care less what you think. We are in sync. That is why we will agree. We are just chasing our dreams. That is a team. There is no I and we. The selfish ones fuck up the cream. No self-esteem. Bitch, you gotta leave. Fuck around, do anything. I don't have time, bitch. Straight like that. Bitch, what the fuck do you mean? All good. I ain't been stressing. Roll up some woods. Let's have a session. On my way up out the hood. This shit's a blessing. This shit's a blessing. I just been stacking. Everything been all good. I ain't been stressing. Roll up some woods. Let's have a session. On my way up out the hood. This shit's a blessing. This shit's a blessing. I just been stacking. It's Fiji. These bitches can't see me. He claimed that he need me. I told him he watched too much TV. I'm not too nice or clingy. Don't go for what you're dreaming. Cause in reality, I don't want you in my scene. I don't unravel a leaf. Pray it's dark, them bitches iffy. Cause if it's not, I feel it's disrespectful to the sticky. All my bitches real ass thick from beef and jiffy. And I don't not know hustles. Get it slower, busting quickies. I've been going, bitch. I ain't been stressing. Roll up some wood. Let's have a session. On my way up out the hood. This shit's a blessing. This shit's a blessing. I just been stacking. Everything been all good. I ain't been stressing. Roll up some wood. Let's have a session. On my way up out the hood. This shit's a blessing. This shit's a blessing. I just been stacking.
It's for old people. So you get a free phone for life. Like the phone is free for life, but basically so they can have to listen to you and know what's going on. Yeah, and I mean, there's people, we've heard people come get this brand, but we can't really say that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're on Granny's phone. Only, yeah, no, we have to read it. So it's basically like mocking somebody. How you
Man, like the flame.
It's like the same thing. So you say a lot of people can't do it, but I'm like, if you practice, everybody can do it. How I got it
Oh my, I got it out the mud and nobody did it for me. Young nigga trapping, got the 30 in the 40. If he want beef from shooting shit like Robert Horry. Bad yellow bitch, she gon' bust it open for me. Your niggas talking bands, I'm worth a couple $100,000. Have some bitches about me, man, they know I stay styling. You niggas talking beef, then my young niggas wildin'. Hopping out the bushes with the motherfucking choppers. All in Saks Fifth, spending money, I ain't browsing. Yeah, I fucked your bitch, your pussy wetter than the fountain. I throw it on the scale, cause I got too much to count it. And I sell bills, bitch, I copped it from the mountains. All I ever wanted was the money and the power. Then one day, cuz turned me on the powder. In the middle of the hood, trapping in Balenciagas. I'ma look good just in case the fans watching. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
yeah, I was born in 1943. You hear the birthday.
Oh my, I got it out the mud and nobody did it for me. Young nigga trapping, got the 30 in the 40. If he want beef from shooting shit like Robert Horry. Bad yellow bitch, she gon' bust it open for me. Young real nigga, man, I got it off the muscle. When I pull up 100,000 in the duffel. We don't do mail, so I tell the plug to truck 'em. And when them chickens come, you know a nigga gon' pluck 'em. Your baby mama on me, and you know I'm gon' fuck her. But you gon' take her back and cuff her, nigga, you a sucker. Fam like the gang, I don't know them niggas tougher. On that murder shit, make a nigga mama suffer. Whoa, nah, hey, nah, black down. Blue flags, red flags, pipe side. Whoa, nah, hey, nah, black down. Cut the lights on, and the lights out. Whoa, whoa,
it's pretty funny.
Whoa, oh my, whoa, whoa.
I mean, I play solitary.
Oh my, I got it out the mud and nobody did it for me.
This is what I do at my desk all day. At work.
I'm pretty much.
I be at work. They be like, make me one. Bracelets. I'm making bracelets. They be like, oh man, you gotta sell. We crochet. Play solitary, play chess. I mean, I do my makeup. You know, I do all that stuff. Do people's eyelashes for them. They pay me. It's pretty cool. And the air is really good in there. Yeah, the air. The air in Teleperformance is freezing in there. Every day it's like 20 degrees. Yeah, I have 2 blankets every day. That's why I have this on. Pants and like, I'm like, we're talking about
Man, like the flame.
Whoa, 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 oh my, whoa, whoa, oh my, I got it out the mud and nobody did it for me. Young nigga trapping, got the 30 in the 40. If he want beef from shooting shit like Robert Horry. Bad yellow bitch, she gon' bust it open for me. Your niggas talking bands, I'm worth a couple $100,000. Have some bitches about me, man, they know I stay styling. You niggas talking beef, then my young niggas wildin'. Hopping out the bushes with the motherfucking choppers. All in Saks Fifth, spending money, I ain't browsing. Yeah, I fucked your bitch, your pussy wetter than the fountain. I throw it on the scale, cause I got too much to count it. And I sell bills, bitch, I copped it from the mountains. All I ever wanted was the money and the power. Then one day, cuz turned me on the powder. In the middle of the hood, trapping in Balenciagas. I'ma look good just in case the fans watching. Whoa, 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 oh my, whoa, 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 oh my, I got it out the mud and nobody did it for me. Young nigga trapping, got the 30 in the 40. If he want beef from shooting shit like Robert Horry. That yellow bitch, she gon' bust it open for me. Young hood nigga, man, I got it off the muscle. When I pull up 100,000 in the duffel. We don't do mail, so I tell the plug to truck him. And when them chickens come, you know a nigga gon' pluck him. Your baby mama want me, you know I'm gon' fuck her. But you gon' take her back and cuff her, nigga, you a sucker. Fam like the gang, I don't know them niggas tougher on that murder shit, make a nigga mama suffer. Whoa, nah, hey, nah, pipe down. Blue flags, red flags, pipe side. Whoa, nah, hey, nah, pipe down. Cut the lights on, and the lights on. Whoa, 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 oh my, whoa, 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 oh my. I got it out the mud and nobody did it for me. Young nigga trapping, got the 30 and the 40. If he want beef from shooting shit like Robert Horry. That yellow bitch, she gon' bust it open for me.
Somebody on my titty, somebody right on
yeah. As soon as I
Breaking Ground Radio, I know I was that's for a friend, but it's cool though. I ain't mad. I ain't mad about mine.
Give me that.
Self-aware, man. Self-aware. I know I need friends.
Hey, did you get them songs I wanted you to get?
Hold on. Breaking Ground Radio, maybe local and mainstream collab. It was on.
What'd you say?
If it was on the email, yes, I got it. We back. We back. Now sit on down. Ricky Smiley used to say that during his comedy show way back in the day when he was doing Def Comedy Jam, I think it was. Anyway.
He's so your favorite. Gosh,
Man,
you
that's
talk
my
about
dude,
him
man.
all the
Ricky
time.
Smiley.
He be talking that stuff. That's why I like him.
Thank you.
He be talking
That's
that
my
stuff.
dog, man. That's my dog. That's my dog.
I ain't hating or nothing. I'm just saying like he ain't my favorite or nothing. Like
Who's your favorite? Charlemagne, The Breakfast Club.
I love the
I love
Breakfast
the
Club.
Breakfast
It's an entertaining ass show. You've never not been entertained. And they entertain you for 4 hours.
They get it in. I haven't watched it long enough, but I know they get it in.
You're whack. That's
So we back, man.
Some people
We
are
here, man.
haters.
Tiffany L, Princess KD still in the building. You know what I mean? We still rocking. KD, you having fun?
Yeah, of course.
You are? Okay, that's what's up. We got our first guest pulled up with gifts that we about to partake in. You know what I mean? We don't never say no to these kind of gifts.
we don't say no to no gifts.
None.
These are our favorite kind, though.
Yeah.
The liquid gift.
You seen him pull up. He pulled up, maybe about 2 months now, over on Wednesday with DJ Lane Love and the Fleet DJs Ohio upstairs doing Workout Wednesdays. And we've supported the homie ever since. He's got a new joint, new project coming out. He's the CEO of his own label. You know what I mean? So without further ado, it's Dawn in the building. What up, what? Duels.
What's happening?
Duels. What up, dude? What's happening?
What's happening, Swan?
I'm good, man. I'm
Nice
good.
to be here.
Let me make sure you got that. Say something again.
Can you hear me?
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay, now we
You in the
now we're
building.
here.
What's up, man?
What's happening, man?
Good, man. I'm always
Shit,
good to
man.
see you,
It's
big
always a
dog.
blessing to be a part of something that's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. You know what? this might sound silly, but your happy-go-luckiness reminds me of me. Like just because you love. I know you love being around people. Like you naturally love to be around people, and people can feed off that. They peep that right off the bat. You know what I mean? So just shouts out for
that's
just on a personal level. Shouts out for you for that.
That's just the vodka, man.
I'm about to catch you when you straight sober, just waking up and see.
You call me tomorrow, you might not like me. So, like, nigga, what you want? Nigga, what the fuck? I'm talking shit, but nah,
So
man.
what's
So
good, man?
it's just a blessing, man. Like once you understand that the vibes and the energy that you give off, it may not necessarily be the energy that you choose to give off. Like you could be on some totally fuck the world negative shit. But once you understand that the energy that you give off only brings back the best for you, then if you smart, you will adjust accordingly. So I'm just like I said, man, count my blessings, man. Good to see you, man.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah. KD, Tiffany L in the house.
Tiffany L, yeah, man. So it's a blessing, man. So yeah, talk to me, man. What's going on, man?
Tiff, she got it, man.
All right, so Mr. CEO,
you know, it's just the thing about wanting to be a part of owning everything is just being a student of the game and seeing how people got fucked in the past.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm from that, you know what I'm saying? So like I took it upon myself. I started my company when I was 17 years old. You know
That's what's up.
GBMG, Game Boy Music Group. Game Boy is an acronym, GAMEBOI. It stands for gain and maintain everything. Beware of infiltrators. You know what I'm saying? It's basically a philosophy. No matter what part of life, forms of fashion you come from, you can apply that and relate to that. You know what I mean? Because you're going to work hard for what you build. And you're going to beware of infiltrators. People coming in just to get close, just to bring you down. You know what I'm saying? They come in different forms of fashions, friends, family, you know what I'm saying? Foes, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's. So the whole ownership thing just come from being a student of the game and watching how people get fucked. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't having that.
Yeah.
Oh no, and please don't think that was a joke by any means. We celebrate entrepreneurs around here. That is absolutely what we're about is entrepreneurs, especially Black entrepreneurs, and underground artists trying to make their things pop. And we respect that you wanted to own your own shit. Why would you be under somebody else's label when you can own your own and you can do the work yourself? So that's much to be applauded.
I appreciate that.
Now, how long have you been in the music game? I heard you say you established it when you were 17. How many years are we talking about right now?
Well, shit, music has always been a part of my life since birth. I think my dad was putting the Marvin Gaye up to the speakers to my mom's belly when I was in the. She turn that shit down. You gonna kill the baby? He like, nah, man. He go to sleep to this shit. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. He got Marvin Gaye up to my mom's stomach. So I guess it was like, you know. But yeah. As far as pursuing the music, seriously, it's been a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so. Hey man, we just.
How did you know that you wanted to pursue this like full time, or you know, really make this is who I am? I make music, I produce music, I write. How did you know that was your thing?
I didn't. You know, growing up, young kid down in GA. You know what I'm saying? 10, 11. You know what I'm saying? I was in like a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? They would call it bad as fuck. Like I was like, seriously don't know. I was like 11 on probation, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And catching battery charges at 12, you know what I'm saying? 13, we talking about boot camp, 16 months. So it was more like my mom was like 2000, we getting the fuck up out of Georgia because you know what I'm saying? Like, and when I got the basketball and shit like that was always my thing. So when I got we drove up to Columbus, you know what I'm saying? Me, my mom, my little sister, shout out to Mita and U-Haul.
Hey,
from Georgia to Ohio.
I know how that be. I know how that be. I got stories like that too. I feel you.
That motherfucker broke down once in each state, bro. We broke down.
What?
Why y'all get the worst you all ever state?
Right.
Did
y'all got that trip for free?
Right. Did y'all get them to run you some money though?
Yo, run me a check, man.
My mom's so gangster. I don't even think she was worrying about it. She was just more or less thanking God that we made it.
Y'all made it, no doubt. Yeah.
I always remember that shit. Like, man, we broke down once in each state. You know what I'm saying? But now, yeah, so being up here and coming up here and doing the music, it was more like it chose me. So when we got up here, I met a homeboy, you know what I'm saying? I started 9th grade up here.
Okay.
South High School, 2000. Shit. My nigga was like, we could say nigga, right? We could say
yeah,
nigga.
you good.
Yeah. We didn't already start it off that way.
Keep it going. No, like my guy, you know what I'm saying? He was like, he just always, I mean, we'd be doing our extraterrestrial things, you know what I'm saying, after school, and you know what I'm saying, he'll always taking too long to pass the blunt. He always want to rap and shit. He was from Cleveland, you know what I'm saying.
But you hate that.
And
like,
I used to always think in my head, you know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck this nigga always rap? You know what I'm saying? So, but I never told nobody, but when he would leave, you know what I'm saying? I would think about like, damn. And then, you know, of course, music has always been like the father of my life. So it was like, damn, what would I say? And a voice hit me, said, talk about your life, talk about what you've been through. And from 11 to 14, I had been through so much and did so much, you know what I'm saying, from catching cases and, you know what I'm saying, doing like the most, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about for real, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, I'm talking about 11 years old, having sex with 14-year-old women and realize I'm ejaculating in her and then going to ask the older homies later, like, hey man, it's your first time coming with, you gonna get pregnant because of watching TV like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, I got a book coming out. Matter of fact, we're about to do a documentary, man. Y'all get all that, man. We're gonna talk about all that. But yeah, so I was molded before I moved to Columbus, you know what I'm saying? And then that voice told me in that room, you know what I'm saying, 1186 Miller Avenue. It said I said, damn, if I was to do this, what would I talk about? And it said a voice that talk about your life. And I was about 14, so I would start, and then from there it was just like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I couldn't accredit it to one thing. I could just accredit to a whole bunch of things. My creativity, like my work ethic, all of that at the end, I think it plays a part in who you be. It's not just one dimension that makes you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know, it's you know what I mean? It's like, so I just give God the glory. For sure. And to answer Tiffany L's question. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is deep. That man, y'all gotta have to get the book, man. Matter of fact, but just talk. I mean, you know.
Talk.
It's like I feel I can't answer one part of the question, give you a fourth of it when it's like it don't make sense until you know. So yeah.
I think I have a different type of. I have a different type of respect for those who can put a whole book together. Mm-hmm. Because that is a grind beyond me. I don't think I could do that. And it's not that I don't have the life experience to try and do that,
no doubt,
or whatever. But you know, you are putting your life on something that is going to be forever in black and white. No doubt, man. You know what I mean?
Well, so as an artist, he already does that with his music.
And I get that. And you're right. And I get that. But God forbid, you know, when music goes away or it dies or it's not, you know, the way for people to express themselves. The book. I mean, look how long books have been around. Books ain't never going nowhere. Yeah. They might not be as upfront. I mean, your Barnes and Nobles and all that stuff. You know, they're closing down and everything. But you still got online. You know what I mean? People are buying what are they called? Ebooks or whatever it's called. You know, so the access is always there, is my point.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? But my bad, Tiff. Go ahead.
I love you. In such a real way.
Real way. I know. Go ahead.
He said, I know. All right. So
but yeah, and Tiff, to answer your question, I think it more or less chose me because it was like I said, it chose me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I mean, okay, let's do it like this. I got a photographic memory, right? Okay, everybody, I got a photographic memory. And like the story that I'm about to tell you right now, I see it right now, even though I'm looking at this white table. I was in Athens, Georgia, at Gaines Elementary School. It was about 1995. I think I probably was in maybe the 3rd, 4th grade. And a cat named Anthony White, it may sound cliche, but it's real. We was on the court. We was on the back for recess, motherfucker. Recess. We was at recess. And I was the kind of guy I would never ever plan to be in a circle with my homeboys talking about what we gonna be when we grow up. That was corny to me, but I gotta keep it real. That shit happened, and we were sitting there. I didn't bring it up, but I was sitting there waiting on my nigga. And he came up. It was about 3 of my guys. One, he actually said, man, I'm gonna be a police officer because we could carry a gun. But the other guy, he said, what? I'm gonna be a something. He said, doctor, lawyer, was some of that effect, something straight and narrow. He said, man, what you gonna do, man? I was like, man, you know, I had my ball in my hand. Right? Because we only get 30 minutes of recess, you know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to go ball. So They was like, what you? I'm like, man, you know, threw my ball in the air. Man, y'all know I'm already, I'm you know me, I'm going straight to the pro. And the shortest guy, yellow guy, no, that don't mean nothing, but just for his name, Anthony White, cool guy, man. He got the biggest, butteriest buck teeth you can think of.
You said the butteriest,
biggest butteriest buck teeth ever. With all the love in the world, I mean that with all the world. Shout out to him. And they was like, "What you gonna be?" He was like, "I'm gonna be a rapper." And I laughed at him because in my mind, that was nothing that I thought that we could be. We see it, we know about it, it raised us, but us being a young, and I laughed at him. So that gives you an idea of, so of course I didn't plan this. And when I say it chose me, and I feel like just being a voice for people, and you know that I've just become an instrument to speak for those who can't speak for themselves, along with speaking for myself. And it was a therapy for me because a lot of things that I went through, you know what I'm saying, growing up in the streets and shit, like that shit, motherfuckers think you're just supposed to get over it. Like, nigga, like, but that shit, it's a gift and a curse. But at the same time, music was my therapy.
Yeah.
And it chose me to.
Can we talk about how Tiff's phone is blowing up right now?
It's not my phone. It's his phone.
Oh, your phone.
I'm dope, but I'm not that dope.
I'm like, shit. Because I saw you pick it up. I'm like, oh, that's Tiff's phone. Like, shit.
I wish I was dope like that. Like,
she don't never do
excuse
that.
me, it's my radio show.
I can't be talking right now.
Right. You know what I'm doing right now.
That's my drive. My chauffeur, they like, can I pull off? You good?
Talk about okay, so you got a new project.
Mm-hmm.
Wasabi, right?
And the first track off of that, the first single, I'm sorry, if I'm not mistaken, is Wasabi, which officially drops tomorrow, correct?
Tomorrow, okay. Friday 13th.
No doubt.
Worldwide.
So talk a little bit, talk about because we're gonna play it here soon, but talk about you know, how it came about. I know Stack Boy produced it. You know, did he produce the whole project?
The whole project.
Okay, so talk about how that. Just briefly talk about how you decided to make that the single.
Wasabi, man, listen, shit, probably, you know what I'm saying? He flooding me with them beats, so it's like I said, man, me just being an instrument. You know what I mean? I put myself in that zone to be able to channel, yeah, that way. So, man, this shit came on, man, and it was.
I'm loving this. I'm killing it right now.
And I just, and it's hot, it's chaotic, it's spicy, it's fresh, it's new, it's fucking explosive, it's dangerous, nigga. It's fucking ether on a stove. What the fuck? This nigga got ether on a stove talking about hope it don't explode. What the fuck you think it's gonna do? It's a chaotic. It's just that's the mode that the beat put me in. So you know what I'm saying? And you know, man, and man, Wasabi, man. I love it. Yeah,
that's
what's
that
up.
Kick,
you know, Wasabi. You know what I'm saying? That plug kick is Wasabi. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, I love, bro. I'm telling you, I'm over here laughing, and trust me, it's not at you, man. I just love your energy, dog. It's just killing me right now. You know what I mean? And it was the same way up there too. When we were up there, it was the same shit, man. We had a blast.
That's the same energy when I pulled out the freezer to put my bottle in. That's the same energy and force that caused your bottle to fucking fall out. So shout out to energy. Shout out to fucking energy. Nah, but yeah.
No doubt, man. No, in all seriousness, no. Like all seriousness, what's up next? You know, what plans do you have once the project comes out? The whole project. You know, what are you hoping to accomplish with this project, as far as fan base, as far as, you know, new listeners, or how far the project can go? Do you have a follow-up project that you're already working on?
Man, I'm just looking forward to touching each and every more and more people every day. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just that's what I'm looking forward to doing, man. Just taking the project at a time. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta apply myself and make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, And you know what I'm saying? And I just let it happen like that, man. That's honest, man. That's honest. But when it happened, then I have to execute.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, and the people, you asked me what was next. The people chose the next single. It's gonna be called Big Boy Shit.
Okay.
I think I sent that to you and Tiffany L. You know what I'm saying?
I got
I'm
that.
gonna let the people hear
Lessons,
that, but
got my grind, got it all.
and man, that's what's next, man. We just, you know, this is we you know, I don't know what's next right now. I call you about a week and a half, like nigga, I should have said this, nigga.
Right.
But yeah. So we just taking a step at a time. We got Wasabi up right now. We got the new album. I came up with a title last night. Yeah, that's a whole nother interview.
Okay.
Because when I tell you the title, you're gonna be like, what inspired that? And it's gonna take an hour.
Right. That's all good. It's all good.
And you're gonna be like, nigga, I see why you got a book coming out. Nigga, call me tomorrow, nigga. We ain't got that much time.
We're gonna go ahead and get into Wasabi. We're gonna let the homie go ahead and introduce the track.
I'm excited.
And then we're gonna play the track, man. So go ahead, you up.
I'm excited, man. This is it's Dua Wasabi, the new single off the new project, Untitled at the moment, produced by Stackboy Twan.
Somebody's really trying to get in touch
man.
with you, big dog.
They like, nigga, come get this shit off my trunk. No, I'm just playing. Hey, listen, man. Yeah,
ain't playing.
And out of respect for y'all
at all.
But yeah, right. New single available everywhere. Friday the 13th, man. Amazon, Spotify, ITZDUL, Instagram, ITZ_DUL. It's Dua. Yeah, man. Amazon Music, iTunes, Google Play, whatever you choose, whatever platform and outlet you choose to get your music, man. Type in ITZDUL. Wasabi. Shout out to Stackboy Twan. It's Dua.
So I'm pressing play and Windows Media Player is not playing it. So I'm gonna try and get that together real quick. Tiffany, I don't know if you had something you wanted to chop it up about while I try to figure that out. Because I'm gonna grab it from the email real quick. But for some reason it's not playing off the platform.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to know if the homie that had said he wanted to be a rapper, what happened to him?
I have no idea. Even when I was mentioning it in the back of my head,
I'm like, did he become one? Is he doing it too? Should you collab?
Yeah. In the back of I was wondering the same thing, Tiff. In the back of my head when I mentioned it, I was like, damn, I don't even know if he's still alive. But
oh wow.
Like in the back of my head, it's crazy thought process. But yeah, shout out to Anthony White, Athens, Georgia. Last time I seen him, I think I went home. I visited the home church. I think it was like 2011. And him and his mom and his brother was there. So I wish him the best. Hey man, hey, but hey.
It is what it is.
That's
So what part of Atlanta were you from?
I'm from Athens, Georgia.
Athens, you said Georgia.
Athens, Georgia. East Athens, Georgia.
My geography is extremely poor.
It's about 60 miles east of Atlanta.
Boom, thanks. Now that you are really heavily encompassing your music and like dropping books and singles and all this stuff, does it make you want to go back to Atlanta because you feel like you already had, back to Athens or near Atlanta, Georgia. Sorry. So that you could have what some would say would be an avenue that helps you put your music out easier and more easily received in the mecca, I think, of what people conceive of a black hip hop.
Yeah. Shout out to my PO. We can't leave the state right now. I'm joking.
Okay.
Not for real. I'm on probation in 2 states. No, I'm just joking. Like, it's up to y'all to believe it or not. But no, listen, seriously. Well, actually, I got a few films that I've been casting in up here. Shout out to Mark Cummins, Jack Shepard, the whole Walk on Water Entertainment family. So we've been filming and so I'm scheduled to be down in Georgia here pretty soon. And yeah, you're right. I am gonna
not that we don't love you here and we will want to keep your fame and all that here, but I was just wondering if people who are are from the area find that it is an easier avenue to getting your things played, or does it feel like it is oversaturated because there are so many people trying to make it and everybody thinks they have what it takes, and maybe everybody does, but you just have to take your turn and wait your turn on the list? I've never personally been there.
They waiting on me. They waiting on me in Georgia, man. They waiting on me in Georgia. Shout out to my family, man, my whole family, you know what I'm saying? Georgia, Detroit, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, they waiting on me, you know what I'm saying? And even though physically I'm not there, you know what I'm saying? I'm making sure that I'm there. And until my PO, until I'm able to know.
Hey, we got,
that way. But no, you know what I'm saying? Nah, shout out. Yeah, they good, man. But Georgia is definitely home. CO is home. You know what I'm saying? And me being not born here, being up here, you know what I'm saying? Like, my stripes and everything is solidified, you understand what I'm saying? And my history and everything, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just a man of respect. I'm a man of moral, you understand what I'm saying? And I give it to get it back. And so all that shit that I be hearing about people talking that much, you know what I mean? But bro, you somewhere down the line, you must step you know what I'm saying, somewhere, you know what I'm saying, out of line, because you know what I'm saying, shit ain't just, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, I just get a glory to God. And like I said, Columbus, shout out to the whole CO. You know what I'm saying? And man, listen, man, it is what it is, man. The people chose it, man. Like I said, man, we got platinum production. Like I said, plug ship is speaking Spanish. Told him meet me on Maynard. You understand what I'm saying? That way, you know what I'm saying? Franklin County ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I'm talking about, man. And that's just me. Ain't no pressure. Ain't none of that. I'm talking about what I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. It's doing, man. It's doing.
And I got Wasabi up, so we're gonna go ahead and play that. Man, you know what I mean? For time's sake, let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Turn it up.
Gas, eat the pot, dope, mass, drops, dope, man, keep a knot, no name is the pot. I got television, watch, plug, kick, sock, your cash down is the hobby, y'all got some bad bitches in the lobby, stove, gas, keep the pot, stove, gas, keep the pot, stove, gas, keep the pot, stove, gas, cocaine, lean, cookies, pop, I'm with that pat, I'm with a glow, trainer, right, I'm with no roll, mud dripping off my body, sir, sipping out the side, stop, blood dripping out my diamonds, drug dealing out the projects, my little nigga, that's a hobby, my plug kick, that's wasabi, got your girl with me, shit body, blood talk, you understand me, yo, award show full of the Grammys, yo, blood shit, speak Spanish, yo, told me, yo, man, no, man, all of my niggas dangerous, yo, they ain't trying to be famous, yo, all of my niggas famous, yo, Franklin County, they playing, yo, some young niggas screaming gang shit, young niggas can't hang with, niggas ass with the stain is, I don't know what his name is, should've acted when he came with, yo, bust your chopper where you aim it, yo, nigga was talking, they ain't saying shit, yo, do it, gas, keep the pots, dope, man, drop it, dope, man, keep a knot, no name is the pot, I got television, watch, plug, kick, sock, your cash down is the hobby, y'all got some bad bitches in the lobby, stove, gas, keep the pot, stove, gas, keep the pot, stove, gas, keep the pot, stove, gas, cocaine, lean, cookies, pop, I'm with that pat, I'm with a glow, trainer, right, I'm with no roll, stove, gas, eat the pots, dope, mass, people dropping, dope, man, keep a knot, no name, niggas plotting, I got television watching, blood kicking at the socket, your cash down is the hobby, got some bad bitches in the lobby, I've been down, I've been broke, hustling just to beat my folks, I cannot go back to court, this hustle shit go back and forth. I'm a star that's established, bad bros, all my dogs live lavish, got some hard established. River Rico, I got the Chico, chopper on reload, right by the peephole. Take one of the piece I'm a little nigga, hit a one time from the sideline, that's a free throw. I got some gas fast going and ether on the stove, don't explode, take it to some home, bitches get exposed. Boom, stove, gas, ether, pots, dope, mass, drop, dope, man, keep a knot, no name is the pot. I got television, watch, Yeah, cash down is the hobby. Got bad bitches in the lobby. Stove, gas, keeper, gas, stove, gas, keeper, gas, stove, gas, keeper, gas, stove, gas, cocaine lane, keeping top. I'm with that pack, top of the globe, China, right, I'm in no roads. Do it.
Turn that beat down. Yo, we back, man. Breaking Ground Radio with local and mainstream collab. That was Wasabi. Yeah. Bang.
So I definitely thought it was dope, and I'm not saying that because you're on the show. Because Swamp knows that I will be like, I thought it was trash. Like I hated it. Like I'm quick to be honest as fuck.
I know. I see it in your eyes. You was waiting for niggas.
I was like, I'm listening. But it goes into my music category of like chilling, about to go out kind of music, because, and I say that because, so I'm a teacher and I'm also like a mom of teenage girls, so I'm very selective about what I allow them to hear and be a part of. So that would not be it. But it's music for me, and it's fun to have stuff that's just for you as an adult when you know you're still young, so you're cute. But like when you like dedicate your whole life to other people, it is something that is great to have something to yourself. When you get home and you get to watch a show by yourself and kids ain't in the room, it is everything. To be in the car when the kids are not in my car and I get to smoke a black and listen to want to see it twerk, like, you know, just ignorant, just fun, just I love that song. It's ignorant as fuck, but I love it because what I normally listen to is like pop and you know everything, you know, that's about love, that. You know, that's kid friendly. Taylor Swift. Oh, Taylor Swift goes heavy in my car because I have little girls that I need to listen to Taylor Swift versus listening to, you know.
Well, I feel like if more black girls, if their moms had that same mentality, like let me widen her variety, because that's one thing my mom always used to tell me. I grew up out west. She's like, you got to listen to music from everywhere. Rock music, pop music.
Yes, and we do that. We listen. If I put it on classical, they're like, oh shit, mom's in a mood. If I put it in jazz, mom's in a mood. God, she's on my nerves right now.
But it speaks the best
thing. So it's
thing.
exciting to them if they get to hear their station, their 107.9, their mixed station. If Bruno Mars comes on, they jamming in the car. Like, thank God mom cares about us today. Like, so this is music for mom, and I really like it. I appreciate it. It absolutely spoke to me as down south music. It is. I don't know how. I mean, you can definitely tell that your influences are from where you are actually from, and not necessarily from the CO. Because
I feel like it was kind of both.
Really?
I mean, like just the word thought. Like I know everybody uses it. But the way he was using it, I just hear the Columbus flow and I hear the down south flow.
I love and appreciate it. See, I'm actually from Richmond, Virginia, and and that whole like down south thing, like when you hear music that is from like home, it feels so like it's like I feel it different in my spirit than I do like when I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, Columbus music is dope. Like, don't get me wrong, I have my favorites. I love my friends. Right? He gets crunk when any kind of New Orleans music is put out. Like, and I feel them. It's in your blood. It's in your spirit. It's the vibe is very much yours. So I thought it was dope. So good job, you.
I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, Tiffany. Since you said that, play that Big Boy shit. Give him a glimpse, man. Listen. Big Boy shit. That's the next single that we're gonna release. The streets is choosing it. I didn't choose these. You know, I let the people choose it. Big Boy shit. They like. I was gonna go with Blessings. They like.
We'll play that. Shit. We'll play that on the way out because we gotta get ready to get out of here. But we'll
pay some bills.
We'll go ahead
and pay some bills.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and play that as we're going out. And I'll be 100. Did the show go the way it was supposed to go? No, but I'm still cool with how it went.
I think we flow with it how it goes each and every week. Some weeks is very much on point time wise, and like our segments be like, okay, now we're at 6:13, we're talking about this, and at 7:12, we're talking about this, and sometimes it's just like, well, nigga, if we had a good time, like. We said some shit. We listened to some music. Right.
I think
niggas was watching on YouTube. Like, that's good.
Yeah. So, and they did, man. So shout out to everybody that hit on YouTube, man. Shout out DJ Dre. I see you, big dog. Appreciate you, big brother. Shout out to everybody that chimed on the Instagram during the Swap Mix at 6. Yeah. Shout out to Princess KD that came by. You're going to see her again. We're going to get her back and do an official interview with her another time. But I definitely appreciate you rocking with us. Shout out to It's Doyle in the building. You know what I mean? Making it happen, man. Make sure you shout out your social media real quick. Real quick.
IG, ITZ_DUL is Doyle. FB, Facebook, Abdul Collins. Y'all can spell that how you want to. ABDULC is Doyle, baby. Game Boy Music Group. You know what I mean? Twitter, ITZ. Twitter, what is it? The real is Doyle.
No doubt.
The real is Doyle. And to get back to what Tiff was saying, real quick, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the girls ain't here yet.
Tiff, like to get back to what you were saying, but it's all a part of the process. I mean, well, Swamp. Hey, man, it's all part of the process, man. And shit, like, we're gonna get back to it. So, I don't know what it was that then maybe y'all want more. Oh, that's what it was. They wanted more to it, man. They ain't get that much to it. But look, we're gonna come back next time. I thought I was in the list of a line of other guests, and how shit happens. So
no, you were, and we just didn't get our time right. But I'm glad it was just you because we needed you to have all that time.
And I'm coming back to get some more time, and I'm about to
do that.
Wait, next
Thursday.
Thursday.
Gifts again. Definitely appreciate the gifts.
Yes. Can I get 13 seconds?
That's one less stop that I gotta make on my way home.
So shout out to Fleet DJs.
Can't
Shout out to
stand
Stackboy. Shout out to everybody, all the supporters from day one. Listen, man, you know what it is. Shout out to 10IA. Shout out to GBMG. Shout out to Mila, Athens, CO, Northside Stand Up, CO, the whole everybody, man, everywhere. Because I put in work everywhere.
Every side.
I can't
pick a side. It's real on every side. That's what I tell them.
That way, CO, the whole CO. So yeah, hey man. Hey, tomorrow, Friday 13th, Wasabi, Stackboy Twan, It's Doyle, Amazon, Spotify, Twitter. I said Twitter. Google Play, all that.
Let's go.
But yeah, that way, man. Yo, big boy shit.
A whole bunch of gangster shit going on, but Yo. Boy, don't think, just make it simple. I got big toys, play with me, and it's your ass. Throwing pitchforks, screaming cuz they on the 6. I'm with big blood, super fast, pull up the sticks. Any money more, caught him by the corner store. If he switching, gotta go, open up and let him flow. Promise I won't never fold, I will never sell my soul. These sissies out here acting tough, tell them bitches play they role. Big boy, big dog, just call me fool. I'm a nut, I'm on my mind, bitch, I'm a fool. Matter of fact, don't call me back, bitch, fuck the rap. So I rap a pack, then send it back, bitch, fuck a trap. Bitches tryna holler for drama, they wanna mingle. Say she know my baby mama be stalking, little bitch, I'm single. Bust her down at the Ramada, I ain't tryna be friendly. Took the bitch, don't call me private, cause I ain't gon' get the message. Hit up my little partner, he solid, he on his grip and on the way to pick up Damu, he blood and he a spitcher. All my niggas live by the code, but we ain't tripping, appetite for destruction, cause all my niggas with it. Big boy, don't think, just make it sound.